Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to talk to you about GetResponse and how to integrate it into your squeeze page. If you don't already have a GetResponse account, click on the link below to receive a free $30 credit towards your GetResponse subscription. GetResponse is one of the big autoresponder services out there. Other ones include Aweber and MailChimp, but they all work pretty much the same way. One of the things that I like about GetResponse over other services is that it allows you to import contacts into your lists without having to send out resubscription emails, which is a huge advantage in my opinion. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to getresponse.com. Now I'm assuming that you've already signed up for your account, so let's go from there. You're going to click on login right here in the top right. You're going to enter your information and log in. This is called your dashboard, and this is where you control everything to do with your account. So here you can see your subscribers, your newsletter, your open rate, and all that stuff. So the first thing you're going to do is go up to here where it says your current campaign, open a drop down menu, and click create campaign. You want to name your campaign something unique. So I'm going to call this one squeeze underscore and just give it random numbers. Try and name it something that you'll recognize just in case you want to create multiple campaigns. So create new campaign. There we go, we successfully completed that. So now your current campaign will be the campaign that you just created. We're going to want to edit that. So click this little gear right here. And from here we can edit our campaign settings. The first thing we're going to do is turn notifications off. What this does is it would send you an email every time someone subscribes to your list. And if you're getting like 100 subscribers, like a week or a day, that can get really annoying. So you probably want that turned off. Then you're going to go to permission. Now this section right here, enable confirmed opt-in. What this does is, well, it enables confirmed opt-ins obviously, but what a confirmed opt-in is if a subscriber goes to your squeeze page and submits their email, if this was turned on, if this section was turned on, they would receive an email asking them to click a link to verify their email. I'm sure you've all seen these before. That is called a double opt-in, and there are pros and cons to using them versus not using them, and everyone has an opinion about it. So I'd leave that up to you whether or not you want opt-ins to double opt-in or not. That's totally up to you. For this example, we're going to say leave it on because I'm going to show you how to customize your confirmation message. So assuming you left these checked, so you have confirmed opt-ins enabled, you can now customize your confirmation message. And the confirmation message is the email that your subscribers get asking them to confirm their subscription. So their message subject, you have a variety to choose from. Of course you can create your own and do it that way, but most people just use the predefined ones. You can also customize your confirmation message, and here it allows you to write whatever information you want here, so your own personal message, and there's a variety of different templates to choose from. So I'm just going to leave the default for now. Confirmation page is the page that your subscriber lands on once they click the verify link. So we can leave it hosted by GetResponse and it'll look like this. So thank you for subscribing. It's kind of an ugly looking page. Or what I recommend you do is actually make a page on your website and send them to that, like a custom thank you page. You can even have your one-time offer or your PLS subscription page there, and those tend to convert quite well. So I always recommend a custom URL over a hosted solution. But for this example, I'll just leave it like that. So the next thing we're going to do is to actually set up your autoresponder series. So hover over messages, and you're going to see newsletters and autoresponders. The difference between a newsletter and an autoresponder is that newsletters, or sometimes called broadcasts, they aren't pre-made. You click on create newsletter and then you send it out right away from there. An autoresponder series, however, they're pre-made emails that can span months or even years in some of the larger autoresponders. So, for example, send them an email every second day, and you've already written those emails for months and months in advance, or weeks in advance, or whatever. So that's pretty much the difference between the two. We're going to go and create an autoresponder, and it takes you to a page like this. Now, there's only two categories that these are different categories of actions to be taken. There's only two that we care about: time-based and subscribed. So let's start with subscribed. Now, what subscribed does is that it automatically sends an email out when someone subscribes to your list. So that's the very first email that they get, their welcome email. So if the subscriber subscribes to and pick your squeeze page, or your campaign, sorry. So this was our campaign. Send message immediately, send on any day of the week, and create new email. Message name, this will be their welcome email, so just say welcome to our program. Okay. You want to track the clicks, definitely. Next step. Now, there are a lot of pre-designed templates that GetResponse has available for you, and to make it look like a newsletter style of an email. And that's one thing that GetResponse is really known for, is their newsletter style emails. So you can have a browse. There's a whole bunch of different categories here you can choose from, such as like internet marketing categories, and these are really quite nice. But for now, I'm just going to click the simple green text. So I'm going to use that template. And it takes you to something that looks like this. Because I want my email to look simple, I'm just going to delete all these unnecessary columns. So to do that in GetResponse, when you hover your mouse over an element, you see a blue box appear. There's a little garbage can on the top right. Click that to delete different sections of the website, or of the email. Okay, don't want this, don't want that. I just really want just the title and a small message box. So the title, I'm going to change this to Welcome to our site. Or, you know, you're going to put a little bit more thought into this than I am right now, obviously. So next, just a text. I don't know, a big welcome. Thank you for joining. Again, you're gonna make this a little better than what I'm doing, hopefully. And then you can add button. This is drag and drop, by the way, so you can drag elements, extra text, or if you want a button, or you want an image, or whatever you'd like. So next step, or before we go to next step, this is a general rule for autoresponders. You always want to have a plain text version of your email, because some people's email clients cannot read HTML, which is what this is. So you always want to include a plain text. So you just copy and paste your email content into here and click close. Then you go to next step, and there we go. Save and publish. And if we click on the list view, you can see that welcome to our program. This email is going to get sent out when the user is subscribed. and 0 cent because 0 people have subscribed. Now that we have our subscribed email out of the way, we're going to actually create our series. So go to Create New, and now we're going to worry about the time-based tab. So on day, and then you can enter a number here. This number here is relative to the day they signed up. So if I put 1 on day 1, that means on 1 day after they subscribed, or on 2 days after they subscribed, or whatever number you have here. So we're going to say that day after they subscribed in our campaign. Here you can change the time, like same time that they subscribed, or you can like enter the time manually, but that doesn't really matter. You're going to create a new email, and just like we did before. So we're going to call this one "You Won't Believe This," or whatever your subject line is. Another thing you can do, if you're capturing their emails or their names, you can also personalize. So you can add the person's name in. What this bracket and name means is it'll substitute this for the person's name. So you can say something like, hey, the person's name, you won't believe this. Now, using names drastically increases click-through rates. So that's just a little tip. But it also lowers your opt-ins, so it's kind of a give and take. Next step. And again, you can choose your template. So this is just like the first step. Let's just pick one. And here you're going to go ahead and style your page. I'm not going to do that because it'll take probably too long. But you can go ahead and style this up however you want. A note about buttons. To edit your button, click on once, but click on it twice, like that. And you're going to get the button URL. This is the URL you're going to send people to when they click on this particular button. And with links, like this right here, highlight it, and this little link button right here will allow you to enter the URL of whatever you want to send them. Okay, always remember to include a plain text version, so you're going to copy and paste all this into the plain text. Next steps. And there we go. We have this to be sent out the day after they subscribed. Save and publish. Okay. So now we have 2 emails. One email that they get once they subscribed, and one email that they get a day after they subscribed. You can continue doing this for as many days as you like. In fact, the more the better. This is what's called your sales funnel. And so when you hear people talking about their sales funnel, this is in part what they're talking about, their autoresponder series. The last thing we're going to do is create a web form. So this is where your users physically sign up to your list. So over web forms, create new. Now GetResponse has a variety of different templates to use for your web form. And normally you'd spend time styling up your web form, but because we're using Epic Squeeze Page, it doesn't matter what your web form looks like because we're making our own custom one. We just need the code that it gives us at the end. So I'm just going to skip this particular design step, click on next step. So here you can give yourself your web form a name. It already comes with this one by default, so I'm just going to leave it. Confirmed opt-in, we've already discussed, it's completely up to you. So let's just say it's on. These options right here determine where your subscriber goes after they submit their information on the on your list, on your opt-in form. Sorry. Now the default thank you page is kind of ugly, so we always want to have a custom thank you page, and it'll be your own URL, and it'll say something like thank you for subscribing. Please check your email um, to verify your email. If you had confirmed opt-in off, then you wouldn't say that. You'd say something just like, thank you for subscribing, here is your bonus, or here is your offer, or whatever you're promoting. So, next step. And this is where your code actually is. So we are only concerned about this. Don't worry about this jumble of stuff. Just the JavaScript. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight this entire thing. You're going to copy it. And then we're going to go over to our Epic Squeeze page that we created. And we're going to put that in right there. So here we are in our Epic Squeeze page right now. We're going to go to the autoresponder tab. Select your autoresponder, so in this case GetResponse, and paste in your JavaScript code that GetResponse gave to you. We're going to scroll to the top and update. Okay, and it's always a good idea to test your squeeze page, so let's go do that right now. View page. Okay, let's go ahead and enter a bogus email at gmail.com. Get instant access. There we go, that was simple enough. Now let's go back to our, here, let's close this before the ad comes up. Let's go back to our GetResponse account. We're going to go to dashboard. And what we're going to want to do, especially if you have more than one campaign, is I'm going to click add report, because this will show me how many subscribers I have per campaign. Our campaign is squeeze 2 free whatever, add report. Now you'll notice that it says total subscribers 0. That's because we had the double opt-in. So they don't actually count as a subscriber until they click their verification email. But this would say 1 once they click their verification email. And that's pretty much it. That's how you integrate your GetResponse to your Epic Squeeze page, and how you create your campaigns and autoresponder series. So I hope this was informative, and I'll see you in the next video.